So now I need to install this pickup. I've got a single coil pickup here with volume and tone control and jack. So I need to work out where that's going to go through the top of the box first. So highly technical again, I just laid it up exactly where I wanted it, drew around it with a pencil, make sure it's quite tight, and if I need to make it a bit wider then I can do that. Better starting off small than starting off large and having gaping holes in the wood. So I'll cut through that first, see if that fits in, and then I'll do the same again on the part of the neck that goes through the box, but I'll cut the lid off first. I'll cut the hole in the lid first. So I just scored the wood, same as I did with the sound holes, until I got a line, and then I'll just cut across that, and then I'll just use, I don't know, some sort of wood file or something just to go around the rounded parts and just take a bit out as I go. I also meant to mention that it's important to test these before you install it. I'll do a tap test, so I plug the jack into an amplifier and turn up the volume, and then just tap it, make sure it's making some noise. Also you could face this against another stringed instrument that you already have, put it quite close and play the strings, and if it's making a noise then it works. So I've already done that and it seems to be working fine. So I've cut a square hole and I'll just file these bits out with these rounded files, and hopefully the pickup will fit in the hole. So hole cut, moment of truth. No, but that's fine, because that means the hole's too small rather than being too big. So I think I just need to go around the hole about and take about another millimetre out. I'll take a millimetre out at a time, and then hopefully it'll pop in. So I've made the hole wider and I've sanded it off to make it smooth. And there you go, that'll fit in. So next thing I need to do is mark on the inside part of there. Oh well, I actually need to put the neck in first. So that'll be inside there, and then I'll draw lines on it there, and then I'll have to take a bit of wood out that matches the thickness of that part underneath the top. But I don't want to go too deep because I don't want the wood to bend and snap. So I'll go down a bit and then see how it fits. I might have this a little bit above the surface of the box just to compromise. Also I'm going to glue the neck into the box and clamp it so that it's fixed in against the bit of wood that's inside the box. So that'll give it extra strength, so that when I dig a bit out of the neck here, it shouldn't collapse on itself when it's strung up. Here's hoping. So I've just cut 2 lines in the wood and then used a file to get down to that level there, but the pickup is a rounded bit at the front where it's going to sit, so I need to take that bit out as well. So I've dug that hole out of the inside part of the neck, put the box lid down to see if the pickup, see what height it's going to be at. As you can see, it's a few millimetres above the lid, which I don't want. I want it quite flat onto there so that the strings can go over it. So I'll have to take a few more millimetres out. It's better to work your way down rather than take it all out at once and take too much out. So I've got the pickup flush with the soundboard now, or top of the box, and basically all I had done was measure the, you can see the pickup there it's got, I measured the heights and widths there so that it fits in snugly. So now it's on to making the holes for the volume and tone and the jack. So I need to consider where the volume and tone controls are going, so I've put the 4-string bridge on roughly where it will go in the guitar. I marked that earlier, so it's going to go around about there. So I want the volume and tone well away, so I've marked holes there, and I'll put the jack at that side so that it's at the bottom half when you're playing it. I'm just going to drill those holes. So I drilled 6mm holes and then pushed one of them through just to make sure it fits snugly, and it does, and there's enough room for the back end of it. So I've drilled a hole for the jack, but just realised that this is quite thick, so I'll have to take a chunk out so that this will sit inside a bit more, and then there's enough of the end sticking out so that I can secure it at the other side. So I'll just chip that bit out now. So I've taken a chunk out of there, just sort of did it carefully with a chisel and then sanded it off a bit, so that should sit in there now, and there's enough at the other side for me to secure it. So I'm not going to install the pickup until near the end. What I want to do now is I want to clamp this in, and then I'll install the pickup and the bridge. I should be able to clamp this in and close the box over it. It's a sort of tight squeeze, but there's a sort of little bit of wiggle room because of that hole at the neck, so I can bend it a little bit if I'm careful and get it over. So I'm going to clamp that in now, and that should be the neck set into the box. So last thing for me to do today is clamp the neck into the box, and next time I will install the pickup and put the bridge on, because they both need screwed in, and then I'll want to close the box off after that. Also, before I put the pickup and the bridge on, I'll want to spray the whole thing with clear lacquer, so I'll do that once the neck has dried. And this is the guitar after clamping the neck in. That went pretty well, so all I have to do now is put the pickup in, all the bits and bobs there, put the bridge on. Before I do that though, I will stain it.